My name is Marie Clarke Walker. I am Secretary Treasurer of the Canadian Labour Congress. I am also the Chair of the ITUC Women's Committee and a governing body member of the ILO. First of all, let me say that I am very proud of the way in which the unions have responded to this crisis. The very first thing that we did was contact government and the Chamber of Commerce and issue a joint statement, which I think was important, particularly around the issue of social dialogue. When we're in a situation like this, we need to make sure that everybody's at the table. And so we did that right off the bat and then arranged some sectoral meetings with particular sectors that were very vulnerable, like the transportation sector, more specific, the airline sector. We then posted information on our website, did the whole social media, everything from Instagram to Twitter to tell people what was available to them. So we started negotiating and consulting with government around what workers would need for this particular issue, and the government responded. As of the 5th of May, Service Canada had received 7.59 million applications for federal aid. And so we have really pushed government to act in ways that they've never acted before. We have also started a frontline worker campaign supporting our frontline workers. So those are the workers in healthcare, in the grocery stores, in transportation, ensuring that they have all the personal protective equipment, all the safety equipment, that they have access to childcare. And that is a huge thing. We know that if we have children at home and you have no way of taking care of them, it's almost impossible for people to go to work. Well, people were deemed essential, and all of a sudden there was 24-hour childcare for all of them. So there are a number of things that we have done. We have put up information to assist women who are going through issues of domestic violence. We know that when you are in a lockdown situation, the only place you can be is home. And for some people, home is the most dangerous place. So we've made sure that we've put resources online. We have gotten in touch with people. We have told our members to check in on other members that they think may be vulnerable. The biggest lesson for some is that when it is absolutely necessary, government can find the money to do the things that are necessary to keep workers safe, to keep workers healthy, to keep them from having to go to food banks, to keep them, in a situation where they have a living wage. That has been, for me, and for a lot of people, the biggest lesson learned is that it can happen. When governments say, no, it's going to cost too much, let me just say, since the middle of March, we're now the middle of May, so in 2 months, the Canadian government has unveiled $146 billion in direct fiscal stimulus to this economy. So we know that they are able to do all of these things, but we do have some more immediate concerns that we want to talk to governments and get them to act on. So how do we apply what we've learned of the virus to easing the restrictions and reopening the economy? How do we do that in a safe way for workers? There's already, patchwork, whether it's here in Canada or outside of Canada, patchwork of ways in which they're reopening. I think one of the major concerns for workers is to make sure that governments are properly prepared and the workers are prepared going forward. So to make sure that everybody, it doesn't matter who they are, have the personal protective equipment that they're going to need should something like this ever happen again. We can't return to where things were.